Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
Hey YouTube, Long Boys Post 1975, and welcome to another Fat Friday video. Series of videos where I take a look at some of the more interesting things you can find to eat in the high street. First things first, it is so much cooler right now, so much cooler. It's overcast, it's grey, it might even rain. These are all things that make me happy, which means Combiner Wars is back on the cards. But you probably realised that if you saw the description and the thumbnail. So basically, I've really been looking forward to this one. You probably know that when I told you what it was going to be last week. But then I say I've really been looking forward to this one. But to be honest, I pretty much look forward to lunch every day of the week. And breakfast. And tea. And supper. And snacking. But anyway, that aside, once again, we're going to mix things up. We're going to go to my favourite adult playground, which is Iceland. Honestly, I could not live in a world without Iceland. If you saw on Facebook yesterday, I probably could have reviewed that in this series of videos, but I was so hungry at the time and couldn't be bothered to do any filming. Try the Harry Ramsden. Try the, my mouth's gone on, I'm talking about a product I ate yesterday. Try the Harry Ramsden battered jumbo sausages. You get 4 in a box and they are phenomenal. Maybe I'll touch upon some of the other products in that range because they do jumbo haddock, jumbo cod, they do steak pie. I didn't know Harry Ramsden was famous for its pies, but apparently they do curry sauce, cod dippers, and salt and vinegar battered, slightly smaller cod. So there's lots to try there, but I recommend the sausages. In fact, I'll insert a picture, Shah. But anyway, that was yesterday and not a Fat Friday video, but honest to God, they are absolutely lush. What do I have this week? Well, I told you it last week. I've gone back to Iceland and I've got the other flavour of Space Raiders. Space Raiders, to those of you outside the United Kingdom, is obviously a crisp, and this is the chip version of the crisp. I have had the pickled onion Space Raider potato shapes, polished off the bag in 2 days, absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely adore the crisps Space Raiders, so they do have form that, you know, I was going to like them. Anyway, but they're amazing. I thoroughly recommend them, and if you want to see them, check out a video from a couple of weeks ago when you can see them in the thumbnail. I don't know why I did that with my hands. So, it was a given I was going to give these. Now, I don't like these half as much, well, not these, I haven't had these, the beef half as much as the pickled onion flavours, but that's a testament to how good the pickled onion flavour is, and that the beef are still way better than most other crisps. So really looking forward to these. 15 to 20 minutes preheat oven to 200 degrees Celsius, for I care not for the Fahrenheit, for I'm English, otherwise known as being correct. Remove from packaging. Well, thanks for telling us these important things. Turn halfway through cooking time. And that's where these things get a little bit annoying, because since it's Combiner Wars, I'm going to have to stagger the timing, which you can probably see gets me confused in a whole heap of areas. These are part of ASDA's, well, that hot and spicy chicken wings, 3 chili rating, smothered in our fierce and fiery marinade. I'll hold you to that, ASDA. Great flavour, come rain or shine. I see what you did there because of the British summer. Cook from frozen. I do like that. I care not for the traffic lights. So what are the ingredients? Chicken wings, 90%. I would bloody hope so that the first ingredient is chicken wings. Water, sugar, maize, starch, spices, dextrose, chili flakes, garlic powder, salt, jalapeno chili flakes, yeast extract. Yeast extract! There's basically Marmite in this. Win! What isn't win, though, is how far down the hot ingredients are. However, what is win, as I mentioned last week, is... oh my God! These smell absolutely phenomenal. Also, you'd say 3 chili rating. I'm laying my foot off the petrol a little bit. I'm constantly looking for, don't worry, I'm getting around to these. England play tonight. I don't want to have a bellyache for tonight. Laying off my foot off the petrol for a little bit, but constantly looking for as hot and spicy shit as I can, because I feel I'm somewhat being a bit of a hot food snob and possibly missing out on many other great things that are out there in the high streets. And a good example of this is I still thoroughly recommend those scorpion chili wings from Morrison's. That's the name, Morrison's, even though they had no scorpion chili in, according to the back. Anyway, so basically these are, where's the instructions? These smell phenomenal. To oven cook, remove all packaging, place on a baking tray on the middle shelf of a preheated oven for the time specified above. Why didn't you just say it in the sentence? 200 degrees Celsius, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, for you know what I think of the Fahrenheit. Guess most 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I'm going to say 15 minutes. So, bang these in, doesn't say turn, 15 minutes, I'm thinking out loud, I never said I was the smartest kid on the block, 15 minutes, puts the Space Raider potato shapes in, then 7 minutes later, flip, because I do notice that if you don't do that, you get one really crisp side and one really, this I did when I didn't do it in the first time when I did it for this series of videos, I did do it the second time when I was cooking them generally for me. Anyway, right, so yeah, then 7.5 minutes in, flip them, and then wait, rinse, repeat, enjoy stuff. Hopefully, I mean, like I just gave you that little speech about it's not wanting to be a hot and spicy food snob, but fuck it, I do want form out of these, and this is ASDA's summer range. They do this every year where one end in their freezer department has like a whole bunch of stuff that's specifically for summer barbecue. I cannot talk for I am hungry. Barbecuing, and usually it's all pretty good stuff, but this was the only hot thing in there, which is a little bit weak, a little bit poor, but I know, we live, we learn. So as always, I do this in real time. Let's go downstairs, let's bang these in the oven, let's get my phone timer out. Juggle, fuck me, I can't juggle the timing in my head, and hopefully we will have a banging Combiner Wars. Right, see you in a bit. Right, so I've opened up both the bags, and look at me! Look at me rocking it with the grease-proof paper again. Apologies for the noise, that's the washing machine, and our washing machine sounds like it's 30 seconds away from Armageddon. So, what do the Space Raiders smell like in the bag? Beefy. They smell beefy. That's a good and promising start. I do like that. So they look exactly the same as I was going to say salt and vinegar, pickled onion ones, but then you would bloody cocoa, wouldn't you? Because they're the same brand. But yeah, they smell really beefy. Although so did the pickled onion ones when they were still in the bag. How many shall we have? This is actually my genuine lunch. And look, that's actually my genuine tea. What can I say? I really, do live the dream on a Friday, right? I would say that is enough. How many wings are we going for? But before we bang open the wings, let's see what they smell like. So, wow, back of the throat, little tingy. They smell hot. I thought they smelled hot through the bag. They smell burning. Once you open them, and they're tiny little wings, but they look like they got potential. They do. They smell really garlicky. I don't recall there being that much of a hit of garlic on the back of the bag, which is a good thing because I'm a rarity in that, which I don't like garlic. It's not that I look at me going into detail. It's not that I dislike the taste. It's that I can't stand the smell of meat afterwards, or to be fair, on other people. But hey, if you like garlic, good for you. Right, so what, we got 6 wings. We'll go with 6 wings. How many are in the bag? Does it say how many in the bag? The bag, by the way, was I think £2, and I think these were a shade under £2, but I didn't keep the receipt, so I can't guarantee. Look at this potential. Oh, look at that. I won't lick my fingers. I'll probably get food poisoning. Fuck it. We're going to go with 6 because if they're amazing, I want some later. If they're shit, I'm going to have to work my way through them because we do not waste food in this house. Right, so the oven's done. Bit of an odd one that Buble hasn't come to visit me, but there we go. So, right, what time is it? Don't turn these, remember. What time is it? It is 25 past. So, it's 22. You bad boys go in, and then 7.5 minutes later, we flip. Right, job's a good one. So, it's a pinch gone 20 past, so let's bang these bad boys in. What does it smell like? What's it smell like? Whew. Well, it looks phenomenal and it smells phenomenal. I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling. Right, so I guess at 10 to, that would be 7.5 minutes. Good enough for me. Right, it's 10 to. Still no sign of Buble. Right, let's get... Oh, I always push this fucker in too far. Ow, 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 ow. Cloth wasn't thick enough. I don't recommend turning them by hand, but screw it. They strangely seem to have lost somewhat all of their beefy smell. I'm going to resist picking one up and shoving it in my face because, you know, we should hear these out. I'm probably going to give these to 12 o'clock because they're on the second shelf, which I don't know if they're getting the heat they deserve. Right, leave it there. Okay, so 12 o'clock, maybe a pinch more. I don't think it's going to screw the wings. Right, it's 12 o'clock. Bublé's joined us. This is a good thing. If she wasn't interested, then it would make me worry that one of these things would be fit for consumption. You know, kind of like a canary in a cage thing. Even though that's to do with gas and not with food. Do you want to move, Bublé? And unfortunately, even though you've come in to check, you can't have. I'd offer you a Space Raider, but you're not a fan of potato. Try not to burn your fingers. Right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm running out of room because I'm already plated up. I'm an efficiency machine when it comes to lunch. Oh, look at that. See? Right. I always take it as a good sign when there's chili juice going on. Oh, look at that. Look at that. How do they smell? Not as hot as when they were frozen, oddly enough, but that seems to be a thing. And I've just burnt my fingers. And these are nice and crispy. Sweet. Let's plate this bad boy up. So, alrighty then. Let's go. As always, well, I say as always, I have two drinks that I use for these. But yeah, today's fire extinguisher of choice, as always, this is the wrong thing, is Supermarket Diet Lemonade. For I care not for the calories. See what I did there. Right, funny thing is, right, as I am one of those people that hates it when you think you've got cold drinks in the fridge, you know, and you've got a real thirst on, and then you go and realise you haven't. So, I brought the food up here. I am going to get to a point in a moment. Went to the front hall, took a stash of knockoff diet lilt and lemonade, stuck it in the fridge, and the kitchen smells hot. There smells like something really hot was cooking in there. But to smell the chicken wings now, you would just think they were, well, chicken wings. My mouth has turned into a tap, but look at that. I have high hopes. It cannot be as disappointing as last week's meal, which was very nice. If you didn't see it, look it up. Last week's meal was very disappointing. It was very nice, but it lied about the heat, and I hate when people lie about the heat. First things first, let's crack into a beef flavoured Space Raider. Shaped like a nickel alien head. I do like the fact that they really bear resemblance to the crisps. Right, 2 tiers in a bucket. Fuck it. Quite subtle. Not so subtle. That's very nice. But let's go in for a second reading, if you will. Oh, it's lovely. That's absolutely lovely. Why would you ever want to have non-flavoured chips again? Mmm. Palate cleanse. It's not like they're salty, I'm just really thirsty. Sorry, Winnie Pops. First of all, when it comes to strength and flavour with the beef, they're not as strong as their pickled onion brethrens. But to be fair, you could argue that with the actual crisps themselves. They are not as strong, and they are not as strong as the hula hoops, which I had a couple of weeks ago, which I thoroughly do recommend. The hula hoop potato shapes are amazing, again based on a crisp if you missed that video. They're not as strong as either of those, but there is a beef there. It's quite understated, but the more you have, the more you can taste it. But it's really nice. It's not like if you have like beef flavoured Monster Munch, the actual crisps, after the end of a bag, you feel quite, well, beefy. It's not like that, but it's a definite flavour and it's very, very nice. And basically elevates it above your regular chips. I mean, alright, you got coated chips, you got twisty chips, you know, the twirlers or whatever, things like that. But I'm talking about your Bob standard chips. Even having an understated, you know, light flavouring, I think just makes them better. But yeah, it's there, it's beefy. It's just not as strong as the pickled onion or the hula hoops, but it's a definite beef flavour. And it's very, very, very nice. And at least to me, I can still pick up on that. You get a very, I don't know it's how it's seasoned. I forgot to read the back. I am aware of that. A peppery taste. Not a really strong one, not like a hot, you know, strong peppery taste, but a nice subtle little peppery taste at the start, which you did. I'm trying to disguise as Stindy Wealthy Pops? Windy Pops, which I failed. Apologies. Yeah, which you did also on the I was going to say salt and vinegar, then I was going to say prawn cocktail. The pickled onion ones, but they are fantastic. Thoroughly recommend these bad boys. Please don't cancel them, Iceland. Well, if it comes down to these or the pickled onion ones, cancel these. But in an ideal world where we can have both, I want both. Mmm. That is delicious. I am aware that I just made that palate cleanse pointless. Palate cleanse! Right, come on. Be hot. Be hot. The variety of size on this is all over the shop. You've got some whopping great honking big ones and some ickle stealth ones like this. I prefer when they're like this, to be fair. Right, let's get into this. Come on. 2 tears in a bucket. Yeah. There's a pinch of heat, but as I've learned so often in the past, don't judge it until you're a couple in. They're very nice and tasty. Just a little tickle at the back of the throat. Yeah, so there is heat there, but the taste is very nice. Oh, definite heat at the back of the throat now. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You can't eat chicken wings without looking like a gluttonous fuck. And to be fair, if you worry about how you look when you eat chicken wings, well then, why are you eating chicken wings, dumbass? That was nice. Back of the lips, throat, a little tickle. They're not unbearable hot. Again, I don't even know what unbearable hot is compared to you and compared to me. But again, they're definitely hot. They're definitely hot. But they have a really, really nice taste. My lips are actually burning now. Odd that they still don't smell of anything. Mmm. It's decent chicken as well. I mean, I know you could argue it's probably raised in horrific conditions and shit like that, but it's not fatty or sinewy or gristly. It's decent chicken. My round my lips are gone. End of tongue is like tingling, the back of the throat is gone. But it's like I said, it's not slap you in the face hot. It might be for you, a little pinch on the chest. I like these. They are very, very nice. They don't taste of any particular chili, you know, in the whole, but there's a very nice sort of understated taste. Normally when you have hot food, not only does it burn, but, and this isn't like nuclear burning, it has like, you know, that heat taste to it. This doesn't. It's funny. It's like regular chicken, nose is gone, with then the heat afterwards. I quite like it. I think it's like they've made a universal wing for everyone. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Very nice. Now, there is, now the more I get in, they're a builder. I imagine after 6 or so you'll probably feel it. You're not going to be suffering. I certainly wouldn't be suffering, but you're going to feel it. It's like I would say, like I said, a universal chicken wing for everyone. There's heat there. It's not what, you know, enough to put off a newbie. It's enough to satisfy most people. And, you know, people like me, if you like really strong, well, then there's always Carolina Reaper chicken wings from Iceland. This is a, you know, well done, ASDA. This is a good Winnie Pops all-round barbecue wing, and I like that. Strange that they don't smell hot though, because they are hot. Not burning hot, nuclear hot. Pleasant, enjoyable heat. I very much like these and I very much recommend these. But yeah, strange that they do not smell hot. I don't know the science of it, so meh. But palate cleanse. To be fair, I didn't really need a palate cleanse then. But yeah, let's try another one. There was another little one knocking around just for ease of eating, I'm going to say. Mmm. Awkward, disgusting. No one likes a bone in their mouth. Awkward. Yeah, do you know what? They're a builder. I think they're going to get to a plateau and not get any higher off, but they're very, very, very nice. Very nice. ASDA, excuse me, I took my mouthful. They're messy motherfuckers. You're on a win here. I really do like these chicken wings. Sadly, I guess the nature of them is they'll be gone after summer. But yeah, as the hot and spicy frozen part of that summer range barbecue food, chicken wings, I can feel it. A little bit on my chest, side of my tongue, tip of my tongue, around my lips, back of my throat. A little bit of a sniffle. But they taste really, really nice. There is definitely a sweet, almost barbecue-y taste to them, even though they're not advertised as that. That might just be the way the glaze is made, but I thoroughly recommend them. As for these bad boys, they're not as strong as the beef hula hoops. Obviously also an Iceland exclusive. They're not as strong as their pickled onion brethren, but they are extremely, extremely, extremely nice. And also I recommend this as a combined award. Try it yourself and let me know what you think. But this was a very pleasant Fat Friday. Well done me. Anyway, I do like those wings. They are building. I would say they're probably on par heat-wise with the scorpion chili wings from Morrison's that had no scorpion chili in. But then neither did this. But then this never said they did. You know what I mean. Anyway, Winnie Pops. As always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you've had either of these varieties. And if you tried the pickled onion ones or the hula hoops I've had recently. Thank you very much. Oh, and any recommendations, let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.